Welcome to Mr. Moon has left the building with me, Sam Palmer. It is very early morning here in Los Angeles, so apologies for my appearance. I've not had a shower or nothing. I thought I'd jump on here early because we've got a busy day today. Obviously, we've got Wolves in the Carabao Cup. How do you reckon that's going to go? I don't know. Do you know what? I don't know if I want us to get beat so we can actually maybe do a bit of business or not. If we go and win, do we then not do some business? We've woke up today that they've signed a player. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name, from Monaco. Looks like we're going to around 20 million. No idea who he is. If you do have any idea, all I saw is one comment that said that they were watching him last year and he got sent off in a 4-0 loss. And I'm not going to judge him that I don't know him because I don't watch the French league. So that's why I don't know him. He could be a great player. I think anyone with legs. I like the fact he's younger. That definitely does it for me. And I'm seeing we're linked with a guy called Hayden Hackney from Middlesbrough. Again, don't know too much about him. But there seems to be a little bit of movement. Following on from yesterday, though, the big news is the Paquetá is making waves here a little bit. That Spurs might come in for 60 mil. I also wonder if I see the Villa one because I see Spurs might be in for Morgan Rogers, which I can't believe Villa's going to let go. But if Spurs bought Morgan Rogers, does then they have the money freed up for Paquetá? Maybe. There's a lot of me that says 60 mil would be really good for us to take because he's been an underperforming player for quite some time. Don't know if he wants to be there like a lot of other people, like us as fans, to be honest with you. But yeah, do we want to sell him? No, because then definitely not to Spurs. That has just got to be a complete outlawed move. We should never be doing business with Spurs. Because the last thing we want is what's going to probably happen with Kudos, is come back and rip us to pieces. So, yeah, it looks like we're doing a bit of business, which begs the answer, have we been waiting to do business for the last week of the transfer window like we usually do because it saved on the wages, having new players there for some time? I have to say, I used to hear skeptics say that, and I used to think that was probably a bit of rubbish, but I probably do think that's true because all of a sudden now we're panic buying midfielders. Were these our targets all along? As I say, you wouldn't know because no one at the club speaks to us. I'm going on the pod this morning with Addy. So we're going to do the long form episodes down. We're going to discuss a lot more of this in detail. So the episode will be about an hour long, 45 minutes, an hour long. We're going to discuss the Chelsea game. We're going to discuss the transfers in more depth. How we want the club to look going forward. More of an idea of maybe of a plan. What would be our perfect club? As I say, these protests are planned. It's just not good news at the minute, is it? We're not even excited about people coming in. We've got a game today, and I don't know if I want us to win or lose. That pretty much says it all about where we're at as a club and a fan base. Like, it's devastating. I've got to be honest with you. Every day I wake up, I'm looking at everything West Ham related. I look at all the other YouTube's Claret and Booze and the West Ham Fan TV with Nicky and Dan and everyone, and it's all the same sentiment, to be honest with you. That we're all a bit pissed off now, all a bit angry, and I can see it boiling over, which I hope it doesn't, because I think it's us, the fans, that look bad again. I think there is a constructive way that it could be done. Me and Addy are going to discuss this in a lot more detail today. But it looks like, as I say, is it a bit more positive? We're making signings. It's got a lad from Monaco, maybe the Middlesbrough kid, Hayden Hackney. That's two people. But if we're going to let go of Rodriguez, Irvine, and we've let go of Alvarez, surely we need a few more in. We've let go of Soler from last year. You've still got Ward-Prowse. Is he still a starter? George Earthy, I've heard, is back in training as well, which is quite good news because I actually quite like George Earthy. But again, we need experience at the minute. We can't just bung kids in because we are going to ruin them. Like Freddie Potts, he should be coming on, getting minutes and things like that. He shouldn't be our starting midfielder. He's not had the Premier League experience. I don't think he's up to that level, and I think what we do is we just kill him in the end. But anyway, I'm sort of going off topic, as I say. Good news is we look like we're making a signing. Make sure you tune into the pod. That'll probably be up tomorrow, because we'll do it today. It might even be later tonight in the UK. And then the West Ham, give us your sort of predictions. I'm going to go a 1-0 West Ham win today. And I think Graham Potter keeps his job for another week, because we know he's got only a couple of games. So this is like the old cat and mouse game now that West Ham play of, well, we'll give you 2 more games. He wins one. Well, you got 3 more games. Well, you've drawn one. It's the old bollocks that happens to every single one of our managers. Billick, Allardyce, Moyes, the last dipstick, what was his name? Lopetegui. So yeah, it's frustrating, I've got to say. You can probably hear it in my voice today. I know I'm a bit tired, but it's getting to me now. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the long form pod, and please keep your questions and everything coming in. If you haven't subscribed, please hit subscribe. I want to try and hit 1,000 subscribers very soon. Thank you very much.